when I lost my children, right, well, when they were stolen from me, God said to me, just calm down, I'm doing something here. And that was the only thing that kept me able to actually walk and talk, like in the street, to even try and deal with anything. Anyway, then he said to me, he showed me this scripture, you are a priest in the order of Melchizedek. And so obviously I was still having to deal with court and fight for my children and all the rest of it in between all this. So, but the root of me was, he was saying, you know, I've got a plan for you, so you gave your life to me and this is what I want you to be. Now, I never knew a woman could be a priest. I never even acknowledged what that meant. I didn't understand it. Anyway, when I eventually got away from all the madness, and I got a house in the New Gorbals, the house was very new-ish, decoration-wise, so there was no cracks with rubbish in it, or, you know, it was neat and tidy and, you know, clean, everything was clean. But the Lord said to me, I want you to clean it from top to bottom. Not one cobweb, nothing. I want it clean from top to bottom for my presence to come here. And so I cleaned it from top to bottom, and if there was even one tiny speck of, say I was making a sauce and it splashed against where the bin was, or he wouldn't come, his presence wouldn't come, and I would sit in utter shock. But so basically I used to get up in the morning and I would clean the house, you know, well, the house was clean, but if I opened a window in my bedroom all the time, I always had my bedroom window open to sleep. So every morning the Lord would say, you need to, I would sit down to pray, and he would say, and I could just feel him, he wasn't coming, and I would feel him saying to me, get up and do the floor again, clean the floor. I'm not coming on a floor that's not clean. And I'd be like, but I just cleaned it, like I've cleaned it every single day the past 7 days. And he wouldn't answer me, as if, and I felt him saying, if you don't do it, then I'm not coming, and that's it. So I was like, you know, I have to learn to do what he says without asking him. So I would just clean it, and then eventually I would realise every time I open the window, you know, the dirt comes in from the street, because it was right in the centre of town where I was living. And, you know, God doesn't abide on the streets, he abides in holy places. So the routine since then has been the same thing. And when I was praying before, even though some people might say praying is asking for things, it was more crying. So once the whole room was clean, there was no dust or dirt or anything, even in the before, I would sit down and he would say, not yet, not yet, and this would go on for 6, 7, 8 hours of cleaning. My hands were raw, you know. I would go through wet wipes after wet wipes after wet wipes. And that reminds me, because the DLA have stopped my money, I forgot to get wet wipes, because, you know, so I'm now in that situation where I don't even have the things to clean the house. You know, so the presence of God, I know, is still with me, it's inside me, but it's causing me depression, it's causing me to just feel like I'm going mental, because it's only God that's been holding me up all this time. So when I know, you know, there's dust and I've only got a cloth to clean it, and then I have to wash that cloth and use it again, I know that's not a clean cloth. God won't accept that. He doesn't abide with that. He's still with me. He'll never leave me, because he knows it's not my fault. But I certainly can't bless anyone else. I've nothing else to give anyone else, you know. And this house, because they've stopped my money, you know, through no fault of my own, I can't repair it. It needs repaired, it needs fixed, it needs, you know, so much done to it, and I can't do anything to it. So it's like, it's just a ragadoll. And I can't offer God. When I first moved here, everything was fine. God accepted it, he was happy with everything. And I would say to him, oh, you deserve more. And he would say, look, I'll show you a dirty house. And he showed me like a manky house in my dream. He said, this is a clean house, I accept it. But it's not now, because when I open the window I smell poo, you know. And that means if I go into my garden, there's poo, because dogs walk all over their poo, don't they? So if I go into my garden with my shoes, take my bin out, and I come back in, I always wash my floors anyway every time I've come in and out, but it's still very dirty, you know. God looks at specks of dust, you know, he's holy. I don't think people understand what holy means. And, it's just unfathomable that people would treat God like this to me. It's unfathomable. I feel like I've been going through depression. I've never had depression since I was a Jehovah's Witness. I felt depressed. But I've been feeling depressed over the past few weeks because God is my life. He's my love. And if I don't feel His presence circling round about me, I have nothing. I have nothing. What do I want? I don't want to marry a man and have more children. I don't want anything. I don't want food. I don't want nothing. I can't enjoy these things without God. Whom have I in heaven but you, and earth has nothing I desire beside you. So all these things are nothing if the holiness and the presence of God is not here. God just doesn't turn up anywhere. He does not turn up anywhere. And He's told me just to finish it here.